All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington Redskins and the Kansas City Chiefs. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First carry for Amir Abdullah. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. And what they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a play fake here on first down. Being chased out left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From midfield, here's Mahomes. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, a 22.
I don't mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout. That means your offense has to keep pace.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this. And, hey, you know, how are you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A gain of 6 there on first. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Back to the ground now. Here's Abdullah. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. A stop there on third. They could have held them to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on first and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I'd go right at them with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on third down.
Slow. Ready. Green 90.
They'll try to run it in with Abdullah. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up a second and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Here we go. Blue 45.
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Chris Conley, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Butker now to kick this one away. On the return, here's a speedy Jamison Crowder. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. They go play action here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Detroit!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Gun!
They're going to look to throw, and he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And it's taken in at the 9. A good return there, 17 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Mahomes now on 1st down. And Conley's got it over the middle. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number 1, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. The completion on 1st didn't get much, and now the run on 2nd doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
Hey. Here we go now. Blue 45. Blue 45.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
Well, you know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And all the way down to the 35. A huge play there for Washington. 45 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Back live, Charles Davis to my right. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Redskin football. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to loft one deep, and this is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. In for the score. And the Redskins are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. A beautiful fake. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football.
And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the offense will cover this one up, but they'll be pushed back inside their own 10.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. He's got the hook up with Conley. And down he'll go at the 25. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves them well short for 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Richardson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st down, this is Geis. And they'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He'll go over the middle to Reed, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the 2nd half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the 1st half. Maybe not so much in the 2nd half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Geis with a carry on 2nd down. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
Now they try the right side here. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Redskins are able to strike for 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. This is screen to Abdullah. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Caught here by Conley. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That'll put him at an even 50 receiving yards now in this first half. And it's a first down. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Looking middle, and that's complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
A second down run for Abdullah. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
They start on the ground with Geis. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. On the stop, Breeland speaks. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this.
Back 99, Philly, here we go. Hurry up, here we go. 319. 319.
They'll hand it down to Geis. And that one blown up quickly as he He's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. We got three, fellas. We got three. Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Hot! Hot!
Back to throw here. And this is going to be incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
It's taken to the 26. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop, a man down on the return. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Ryan Kerrigan in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Mahomes now to throw. Goes to Ware on the screen. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And able to find Dorsett. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Mahomes now on 1st down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. They're in tight formation, not going to take any chances, down to a knee, and that should do it for the first half. So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Redskins who have the lead here. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the 2nd half gets underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Back to throw. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And he'll be out right at the 35. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker? And that's caught inside the 35. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. And that one results in 35 yards. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail.
On 1st down, Mahomes. The throw left side taken in by Hill. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit. And another 1st down. Mahomes now 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Throwing middle, and it's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. And again, it's Mahomes. And he slides to avoid the hit. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Amir Abdullah with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And here come the Redskins now. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. The play fake. He'll look to throw. And, boy, that one drops incomplete. But if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
The Redskins on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll drop to throw. He's going to loft one. Deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Redskins are going to take the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Green, 90. Green, 90.
They go play action here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now a play fake here on 1st down. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Left. Slow.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. This is caught. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 21. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Redskins. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll try to get this running game going with Geis. Able to slither by. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. The linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground. Geis again. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The 40, the 30, 10, touchdown, Washington. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Redskins are going to take the lead.
And that 3rd counter there gives them the lead, and it's obvious they've needed everything that he's given them today. The 3 touchdowns, that's impressive, but without him, they're not winning this game.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. A little juke. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Mahomes going to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
I would dare say that these guys will have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. On the catch, it's Crowder. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
When you call it wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles, and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
They'll look to throw here on first down. This one caught by Crowder. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
Now a toss. This is Geis. Finding room to the 20. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. They'll give it to Forsell. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Lucky 56.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. They come out here in the eye.
3-19.
They'll try and get it with Geis. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. And he knocks it through. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
On target over the middle of the hill. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Mahomes now on first down. Finding some room at midfield. Caught here by Conley. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. From the left side, complete. That's Sherman. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead air.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack? Or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. It's Geis. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Redskins on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Patriot. Now let's go. 3-19.
Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Redskins on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. He'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. K1 short in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Here's Dustin Colquitt now. He's been terrific so far. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this will be taken at the 13. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 35 yards on the return. Picked up some good blocks as well. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. They start the drive with Abdullah. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Buying time to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Philip Dorsett, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. Now it's Crowder. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And the drive begins with a run by Geis. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Gun. They'll look to throw. Complete. Richardson has it. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Many teams, as soon as they spot man defense, if they haven't called a hitch, they'll get to it as fast as they can. They want to put the ball in the hands of one of their best playmakers and hope that he can break a tackle on the outside and go for big yardage.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll set up to throw. Jordan Reed has it. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. This quarterback now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on first down.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
They're going to look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Richardson. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue landing.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Detroit!
They'll drop to throw. That'll be caught right side by Reed. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll run with Geis. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue landing. Blue landing.
Now a run with Geis. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
We can't be totally sure that that was by design, but we do know that a lot of kickers like the ball in the right hash in order to kick the field goal.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
Watch it now, Barney!
Geis. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Following the penalty, it's Geis. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward, because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go a long way.
Yeah, I was going to say, could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. And this one is no good. He missed it. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down and attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Green, 39.
First throw of overtime for Mahomes. Dancing to his left. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. Hoping to keep this OT drive alive. Now they face a 3rd and 2.
Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail.
Now a first throw here in overtime. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. The improvisation gets him only a couple, but that's all he needed. First down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st down, Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. A partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for Kansas City, they get win number 10 on the year as they move to 10-1. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Redskins, their woes continue as the record falls now to 1-10. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.